Welcome to my channel FemVision. Hey there friend. I know life can throw curveballs that leave you questioning everything. Who you are, what you want, and how far you're willing to go for the people you love. If you're here, maybe you felt that pull too, that mix of fear and thrill when stepping into the unknown. I'm about to pull back the curtain on my own wild ride. A story so intimate it's like sharing secrets under the covers at a sleepover. Picture this. One weekend that flipped my world upside down, turning doubt into discovery, embarrassment into empowerment. I'll walk you through every flutter of my heart, every awkward glance, every moment that made me feel alive in ways I never expected. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's unravel this together. You might just see a bit of yourself in me. It all kicked off with that fateful phone call on a lazy Friday evening. I was sprawled on my couch in my cramped apartment, the kind of place a single 28-year-old guy like me calls home. Posters of rock bands on the walls, a half-eaten pizza box on the coffee table, and my laptop open to some mindless streaming show. My name's Alex, by the way, short for Alexander, but I've always been the low-key type. Slim build from years of running, clean-shaven face, jeans and hoodies as my uniform, working a steady but boring marketing job where I blend into the background. Then my phone buzzed and it was my older sister, Emily, the whirlwind of our family. She's 32, always the confident one, planning her dream wedding to her fiancé Mark after years of dating. "Alex, oh my God, you have to help me," she wailed, her voice cracking like she was on the verge of a meltdown. I sat up straight, alarm bells ringing. "What's wrong? Is it Mark? The venue?" But no, it was bridesmaid drama. "Sarah just called, she's got some nasty stomach bug, probably food poisoning from that sketchy sushi place. She can't make it and the wedding's tomorrow. The rehearsal dinner is tonight and I need a full lineup. The dresses are custom fitted, the photos are planned. Everything's ruined." I tried to calm her down, suggesting alternatives like a cousin or friend, but she cut me off. "No, Alex. I need you. You have to be my bridesmaid." My jaw hit the floor. "Me? I'm your brother. A guy. Bridesmaids are, well, maids. As in women." I laughed nervously, thinking it was a joke born from stress. But her tone shifted to that pleading, sisterly manipulation she mastered as a kid. "Remember that Halloween in college? You lost that bet to your roommate and dressed as a cheerleader. Everyone said you looked amazing. Your features are so soft and you're not all bulky like most guys. With a little help, no one would even know. Please, Alex. It's just for the weekend. Rehearsal tonight, ceremony tomorrow, brunch Sunday. Mom and Dad already think it's genius. They said it's modern and fun. Be my lifesaver." My mind spun like a carousel gone haywire. Fear clawed at my chest. What if I tripped in heels? What if old friends from high school were at the wedding and recognized me? The humiliation burned in my imagination, cheeks flushing just thinking about it. But buried deeper was this weird curiosity. I'd always been the sensitive brother, the one who listened to Emily's stories about fashion and makeup without rolling my eyes. What would it feel like to step into that world even for a bit? To see myself differently? I rubbed my temples, sighing. "This is crazy. But, hey, for you. Just promise no photos go viral." An hour later, I pulled up to Emily's sprawling suburban house, heart pounding like a drum in a rock concert. She yanked me inside, hugging me tightly before introducing Lisa, her makeup artist bestie who'd apparently been sworn to secrecy. "Okay, let's do this," Emily said, eyes sparkling with excitement now that crisis mode was averted. The bridesmaid dress hung on the door like a challenge. A floor-length lavender gown in soft chiffon, with a fitted lace bodice that hugged the waist, spaghetti straps that screamed delicacy, and a flowing skirt that whispered elegance. It was beautiful, feminine, everything I wasn't. First came the prep. Lisa sat me in front of a vanity mirror loaded with palettes, brushes, and bottles that looked like potions from a fairy tale. "Strip down, hon. We're starting from scratch." I hesitated, but Emily shooed me into the bathroom. Shaving everything, legs, arms, chest. Felt invasive, the razor gliding over skin that suddenly felt exposed, sensitive. The cool air on my smooth legs sent shivers up my spine. Why does this feel so weirdly liberating? I thought, staring at my reflection, already looking less like the Alex I knew. Back in the chair, Lisa worked her magic. She taped and tucked with shaping undergarments, creating curves where there were none. A padded bra that lifted and shaped, giving me a modest bust that made the dress hang right. "Breathe, Alex. You're doing great." Then the dress itself. Zipping it up felt like stepping into a new skin, the fabric cool and silky against my body. It fit surprisingly well, the skirt swishing with every move, making me hyper-aware of my posture. Emily adjusted the straps, her fingers brushing my shoulders. "See? You look, wow." But the real shock came with the makeup. Lisa contoured my face, softening my jawline, highlighting cheekbones I didn't know I had. Eyeliner made my blue eyes pop. Mascara lengthened lashes I'd never paid attention to. Lipstick in a soft pink, glossy, inviting. A wig of long, wavy auburn hair cascaded down my back, pinned securely. I avoided the mirror until she spun me around. Ta-da! Staring back wasn't Alex. It was Alexa, a woman with delicate features, flushed cheeks, and a tentative smile. My heart raced, disbelief hit first. "That's me," I whispered, touching my face, feeling the smooth foundation. Curiosity bubbled up. I turned side to side, the skirt twirling. It was terrifying, exhilarating. "You look gorgeous," Emily gushed, tearing up. "No one will suspect a thing. Let's call you Alexa for the night." I nodded, voice shaky. "Hey, but if this blows up, you're buying me therapy for life." The rehearsal dinner was at a fancy Italian restaurant downtown, string lights twinkling over outdoor tables, the air filled with laughter and clinking glasses. I teetered in low heels Emily lent me, nude pumps that pinched but added a sway to my walk. Every step felt like a performance, the dress brushing my legs, the wig tickling my neck. As we arrived, Emily's bridesmaids, 4 bubbly women I'd met before, swarmed us. "Oh my God, who's this?" one asked, eyeing me. Emily jumped in smoothly. "This is Alexa, my cousin from out of town. Sarah couldn't make it, but Alexa's saving the day." I smiled, voice pitched higher in imitation of what I'd heard in movies. "Hi everyone. Happy to help." Inside, panic swirled. What if my voice cracked? What if someone hugged me too tight and felt the padding? We mingled with guests. Mark's family, our aunts and uncles. An older relative pinched my cheek. "Such a pretty girl. You remind me of someone." I laughed it off, heart thumping. Stares came, subtle glances from guys at the bar, whispers from tables. "Is she single?" I overheard one groomsman say. Embarrassment flooded me, cheeks burning under the makeup. But mixed in was a thrill, being seen as desirable, mysterious. Dinner was torture and triumph. Sitting with the bridesmaids, I listened to their chatter about dresses, hair, and relationships. "Alexa, what's your secret to those legs?" one teased. I mumbled something about yoga, sipping wine to steady my nerves. The food, pasta Alfredo, garlic bread, tasted richer somehow, every bite amplified by my heightened senses. When Mark toasted Emily, calling her the most beautiful bride, I caught my reflection in a window, poised, elegant. Confusion hit. Who was I under this? Fear of exposure gnawed, but curiosity grew. This isn't so bad, I thought during a quiet moment. Maybe even fun? As the night wound down back at Emily's, I collapsed on the guest bed, still in the dress. Peeling it off felt like shedding a layer of myself. But staring at my smooth skin in the mirror, I wondered, what if I tried this alone? The seed was planted. The next morning, wedding day dawned bright and chaotic. Emily's house buzzed with hairstylists, florists, and caterers prepping for the backyard ceremony. I woke with a mix of dread and anticipation, my body still smooth from the shave, a reminder of last night's surreal adventure. Alexa needed to reemerge, and this time for the main event. Lisa arrived early, touch-ups in hand. "You nailed it last night," she whispered. "Ready for round 2? The transformation felt faster, more familiar. Slipping into the dress again, the fabric hugged like an old friend. Makeup went on smoother. I even helped with the eyeliner, my hands steadier. The wig settled perfectly, and in heels my walk had less wobble. But daily life. That's where the disruption hit hard. First, family interactions. Mom pulled me aside in the kitchen, her eyes twinkling. Alexa, you look stunning. I'm proud of you for this." Her hug was warm, but Dad's awkward pat on the back screamed discomfort. "Just don't make a habit of it, son," he muttered, avoiding eye contact. Their mixed reactions stung, supportive yet laced with confusion, mirroring my own. Then the bridesmaids' prep room. Giggling over mimosas, they shared stories of bad dates and beauty hacks. I joined in tentatively, voice modulated. "Oh, I once had a guy ghost me after 3 dates. Total jerk. I said, drawing from my own experiences but flipping the gender. They nodded empathetically, and for a moment I felt included, like one of the girls. But when they stripped to change into robes for photos, I excused myself to the bathroom, heart racing. What if they noticed something off? The fear of discovery loomed, embarrassment making my palms sweat. Outside, guests arrived. Old family friends, Emily's coworkers, Mark's buddies from college. I navigated the crowd, bouquet in hand, smiling through greetings. "Lovely dress," an aunt cooed. A cousin I'd grown up with did a double take. "Have we met? You look familiar." I laughed lightly. Must be the family resemblance. Inside, tension coiled like a spring. Whispers followed. "Who's the new bridesmaid?" "She's hot." From guys I'd known as Alex, no less. Social tension peaked during pre-ceremony photos. The photographer posing us, my hand on a bridesmaid's shoulder, feeling the softness of her skin against mine. Every flash captured a version of me that felt both fake and freeing. The ceremony itself was a blur of emotions. Walking down the aisle, arm linked with a groomsman, the skirt swishing, heels clicking on the petal-strewn path, fear gripped me. Don't trip. Don't out yourself. But as Emily exchanged vows, tears in her eyes, a wave of warmth hit. I was part of this, contributing in a way only I could. Post-ceremony, mingling at the reception tent, awkward situations piled up. A drunk uncle cornered me. "Dance with me, pretty lady?" I politely declined, escaping to the bathroom where I stared at my reflection, breathing deep. Confusion reigned. Why did this feel so disruptive yet intriguing? My normal life, guy friends, sports bars, casual dates, seemed distant. Embarrassment faded into a quiet resolve. I could survive this. By evening, as the DJ spun tunes, I let loose a bit. Dancing with the bridesmaids, hips swaying to the beat, laughter bubbling up. One pulled me close. "You're a natural, Alexa." For the first time, excitement edged out fear. But as the night ended, stripping down alone, I felt the pull of something more. What if I explored this secretly? That night, after the wedding high faded, I couldn't sleep. Emily and Mark had jetted off for a mini honeymoon, leaving me to house sit until Sunday brunch. The guest room felt like a sanctuary, or a laboratory. Alone, with the house quiet, curiosity won over exhaustion. I raided Emily's closet, heart pounding like a thief in my own story. Just for fun, I told myself, slipping into a simple sundress, yellow knee-length with a flouncy hem. No undergarments this time, just the fabric against my skin, light and airy. Sensory overload hit, the breeze from the fan lifting the skirt, tickling my thighs. I practiced in front of the full-length mirror, mimicking poses from magazines scattered on her dresser. Internal dialogue raced. "You look ridiculous." "No, wait, kind of cute." I experimented with makeup from Lisa's leftover kit. Foundation smoothed my skin to porcelain. Blush added a rosy glow that made me feel pretty. Eyeliner was trickier. Smudges at first, but after wipes and retries, my eyes looked wider, more expressive. Lip gloss tasted sweet, sticky, drawing attention to my mouth in a way that felt vulnerable yet empowering. Voice practice came next. I recorded myself on my phone, pitching higher, softer. "Hi, I'm Alexa," I said, playback revealing a passable feminine lilt. Behavioral tweaks. Crossing legs demurely, gesturing with open palms instead of fists. Small discoveries thrilled me, like how heels changed my gait, forcing smaller steps, a subtle sway. I wandered the house, practicing, pouring wine with grace, sitting on the couch with knees together. Excitement built with each increment. This feels good. Why? Buried memories surfaced. Childhood games where I'd try on mom's scarves, pretending to be a princess, only to hide when caught. Deeper exploration. I tried jewelry from Emily's box. Dangly earrings clipping on, a necklace resting cool against my collarbone. Sensory details amplified everything. The weight pulling on my ears, the chain's gentle swing. Makeup evolved. Smoky eyes for drama, making me feel bold. I even attempted nails, painting them a soft pink, blowing on them to dry, the chemical scent filling the room. Internal thoughts swirled. This is just curiosity. No big deal. But as hours passed, a shift happened. Excitement mingled with acceptance. The mirror showed not a disguise, but a version of me I'd ignored. By dawn, I'd spent the night in various outfits. A silky nightgown for bed, feeling luxurious against sheets. Waking up, removing it all felt bittersweet. But the seed of self-discovery had sprouted. Maybe this isn't just for Emily, I pondered, packing away the evidence. Sunday brunch was the ultimate test. Public experimentation in broad daylight. Emily had arranged a casual gathering at a trendy cafe for close family and friends. About 20 people lingering over eggs Benedict and coffee. I decided to go as Alexa one last time, curiosity pushing me toward growth. What's the harm? It's almost over. Dressing in a casual version. The lavender gown swapped for Emily's jeans, women's cut, hugging differently, a blouse with ruffles and flats for ease. Makeup subtle, mascara, lip tint. The wig stayed, hair tied in a ponytail. Arriving, nerves jangled. Interactions started small. Ordering coffee, voice steady. "Lug, please," I said to the barista, who smiled without a second glance. Victory won. At the table, family greeted me warmly. "Alexa, you were a star yesterday," Mom said, squeezing my hand. Strangers, waitstaff, other patrons, treated me normally, a guy at the next table even flashing a friendly grin. Anxiety lingered, but small wins built confidence. Chatting with a bridesmaid about her job, laughing genuinely, feeling seen not as a freak but as a person. Outings extended post-brunch. I ventured solo to a nearby park, bench-sitting, people watching. A dog walker struck up conversation. "Beautiful day, isn't it?" I nodded, engaging effortlessly. Internal shift. Comfort in this persona grew, blending excitement with a calm I'd rarely felt as Alex. "This feels right," I admitted silently. Anxiety ebbed as confidence surged. Posing for a selfie, deleted later, feeling the sun on my made-up face. By afternoon back home, the weekend's experiments had transformed me. No longer just survival, it was exploration leading to growth. But every story has its peak, and mine hit during an unexpected confrontation. Back at Emily's, unpacking, my phone buzzed. A text from my best friend Jake, who'd been at the wedding as a guest. "Dude, was that you in the bridesmaid dress? Saw a pic on someone's story. Hilarious. Call me." Panic exploded. "How?" Emily promised no photos. I scrolled social media frantically. There it was, a group shot tagged by a cousin, me in the background, unmistakable to those who knew. Heart hammering, I called Emily, who was at the airport. "Alex, I'm so sorry. I told everyone no posts, but Aunt Karen must have slipped." Tears welled. Fear of judgment, exposure. Then Jake called. "Man, explain." Tension peaked. Hide or own it? I chose truth. "Yeah, it was me. Emily needed help, so I stepped up." Silence, then laughter. "That's badass. Respect." But the real climax? Confronting myself. Pacing the room, dress remnants around, I faced the choice. Bury this or embrace it. Emotional struggle raged. Shame versus pride. This weekend changed me, I realized. Pivotal decision. I'd integrate it, not hide. Resolution came swiftly, empowering in its simplicity. I texted Jake back. It was more than a favor. Felt good, actually. His reply, "Cool. Whatever makes you happy." Support flooded in. Emily called, apologetic but proud. "You were amazing. If this sparked something, explore it." I confided in Mom later over phone. It wasn't just pretend. Her voice softened. "We love you no matter what." Confidence bloomed. I ordered my own makeup online, a subtle start. That evening, shedding Alexa, I felt whole. Old life blended with new insights. Positive transformation. Chosen family in Emily and friends who accepted. Community. I researched online forums, finding others with similar journeys. Empowerment settled like a warm blanket. Looking back, that forced weekend was a gift. It taught me authenticity takes courage, self-acceptance is power. If you're hiding a part of yourself, know this. Stepping out can be scary, but the freedom? Worth it. You've got this. Embrace your story, whatever it looks like. Thanks for listening. Maybe share yours someday.